Kumusta? Maayong buntag, sir. So we're just going to go through, like you asked, the electrical plan and the walls that we're going to be tiling and the walls that we're going to be skimming. So I've tried to make it as easy as possible to follow. So maybe first what I'll do, we'll just go through the lighting setup first, the switches and the lights. And I will add in the photos as well when I make a proper video. I'll add in the photos like the architectural renderings that we've done, so you sort of have an idea what I'm talking about to follow this video. So basically, the very first lighting we're going to have is here at the entry, as you know, sir. So I've marked it up on the floor. So this is the entry, sir. So basically on the ceiling, we will put, I found in Emerald, like a nice PVC wood look, like with a groove panel, very nice, dark brown, almost black looking. We'll put that here, but the LED strip will just go all the way around, and also one downlight in the middle, like a 90mm recessed downlight in the ceiling, and that's it for here. Come on through. So inside the entry, what we'll do is we'll have just a normal plain white ceiling, but I've also drawn up, I don't know if you can see in the blue, all the way around the bulkhead, in line with the edge of this wall, and then coming here and then in line with the edge of this dining room wall. All the bulkheads throughout the house will be 300mm deep, 300mm deep from the ceiling. Every single bulkhead in the bedrooms, all the feature bulkheads, the kitchen, the pantry, 300mm deep, so it's the same all the way through. And I just want this bulkhead to border, sort of box off this entrance area, and then just run the LED light, LED strip, around in the ceiling, just following the walls, and the bulkhead on the inside of the bulkhead here. And then the pendant light, which will be in this corner, which I've also marked on the floor. And then this vanity, or this like buffet, built-in floating buffet table, will also have LED strip running underneath. So we need a cable in the wall here. And that's basically the entry finished. So for all the lighting in the entry is one switch plate here. And I've written 2 gangs, so 2 switches. One switch will control all the outdoor lights all together. And then the second switch will just control all these ones in the interior entrance here. Also, sir, just for future reference, because we still don't have the overhanging, like the roof built yet that attaches to the big beam and the big column here, that will also have the PVC ceiling like in this outdoor entry. And we'll just put the same downlights, sort of downlights throughout towards the pedestrian gate, like that. And they'll all be controlled off of that same switch, the outdoor switch plate. So they will all turn on with these lights here all together. Whoosh. So that's
okay,
okay, sir. So that was that portion. Now let's just break up this dining room area where the dining room is going to be. So here it should be relatively simple. We only have 4 downlights and 2 chandeliers above the dining table, and then the LED strip features, which is the one inside the curtain, the pelmet, and then the LED strips for the shelves, which are marked in yellow. All the lighting is yellow. So to simplify things, here for this area, we're going to have a 4-gang switch with 4 switches. The first switch will actually be the 2-way with these 3, not that one, honey, with these 3 kitchen lights. So that'll be two-way switch. Switch plate, get my finger, switch plate over there with these 3 kitchen lights coming towards this switch plate here for the kitchen lights. So that's the 2-way switching. And then the rest is pretty straightforward. So switch 2 will be the dining room downlights, 1, 2, and 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 will be just the 2 big chandeliers, which will be above the dining table. And switch 4 will be all the LED strips in this room.
Pointed.
So underneath the shelves, 3 shelves. The measurements are not accurate, so I've just done this roughly to give an idea, and then like all the final measurements, I'll leave it up to your expertise to put final placements. I'm not too bothered with that, so that's okay, that's up to you. But just so that's the rough idea. And then the one, of course, in the boxed off, the pelmet, inside the ceiling where the curtain track will be, LED strip can all be on one cable, one switch. So that's no worries. And that's the dining room finish, that's it. There will be another one here. Switch plate a 2 gang. So what we decided to do, so if you remember, we will close off this wall again. Close off this wall to be the exact same opening size as the lounge room. So the same width, same height for everything. So this plate, there's 2 gang. This is simply for the lanai. So it's the 4 lanai downlights and the lanai fan.
The forward and
so you have the
2
1,
here,
2, 3, 4,
and then 2 here,
4 downlights and
the fan.
Separate switch for the fan. Lanai is finished. So that's the lighting. Sorry, sir, and I made one small. This once we close off that wall, this LED strip for this curtain pelmet is also controlled with the dining room, all the LEDs. From this switch plate. So this one literally controls this entire section. But that's it. And then we break it up into the lounge room. So the lounge room has also the 2 LED strips above these fixed windows and the curtain, and then the sliding door and then the curtain. So these LEDs with the pendant light, I wasn't able to mark the floor because I didn't want to move all of this stuff, but there'll be a pendant light there suspended from the ceiling. And also, if you remember from the architectural picture, there's going to be like a built-in kind of TV buffet here that I'll build and cut around this column here all the way. 300mm from the ground, and I'd like an LED strip to run all the way around the plant that's going to be built here and back that way under. So all these LED strips and the pendant light are controlled from this switch here for the lounge room, which is a 4 gang plate again. So essentially the first switch is the 2-way for the kitchen, the 3 lights like we mentioned in the first one. That's okay, that's too confusing, you don't have to do that. And then the second one will just be the 4 downlights in the lounge room. The third one will be the fan in the lounge room. And the 4th light will be all the feature lighting, which is the pendant lighting, the LED strips for the curtains. That's it. That's the dining room done, and that's pretty much the kitchen done too, because we have the 2-way switch for the kitchen. Now if I come to, I remember you mentioned, sir, that you put some PVC here for the lights in the canopy. So what we'll do is we'll just put one single switch for whatever lights are here. That's it. One switch. Now if we come to the kitchen, sir, we have another 3 gang plate here on the splashback. Here where the benchtop will be in the cooktop. This is 3 gang, so one will be the kitchen LED strips. So as also from my renderings, we will have up to here, we will have the overhead cabinetry and then black shelves start here. So 1 LED strip all the way along, and then we'll have another 2 shelves, sir. I just couldn't reach far enough to put the 3rd one, but I'll put it in the picture. You'll see it pretty easily. There'll be 3 shelves, 1, 2, 3, and each one will have, well, this is one continuous one under the cabinets and this shelf, so that's 1 big one, and then 2 little ones under these shelves, open shelving, LED strips, and then here is just 900mm pantry cupboard all the way to the ceiling. Again, there's the bulkhead here as well, and then the 3 900mm wide shelves, and then whatever fits here, some overhead cabinetry with some nice doors. We'll figure that out later. So that's the 3 switches there, those LEDs. And then the other one, so switch number 2 will simply be the pantry downlights in the bulkhead, and then switch 3 is simply just the LED strip that frames the bulkhead on the higher ceiling in there. So again, in the picture you'll see exactly what I mean. So this controls kitchen LEDs and the whole pantry. 3 switches finished.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, sir. So For the hallway, I only put 2 downlights, one here at the start and then one near the CR in our master bedroom. So the pivot door, this one I'd like a pivot door as well, just like that one, will open this way. And we simply have one switch, which is going to be a 2-way with the other one over there on the wall, near our, over there. So that's 2-way for this downlight and the one at the end, that downlight there. So one switch, and then you can come over here and again, one gang for the hallway, one switch. That does the whole hallway. Hallway is finished. And then for the laundry, again, I've put the plate here, which is 2 gang. One for the downlights, which will be inside the bulkhead. So again, you'll see as my picture, flush with the edge of this and the edge of that. We'll put a bulkhead across, and yeah, we put the downlights inside the bulkhead. And then here again is like similar to the kitchen. So we'll have 600mm cupboard on the left, 900mm overhead cupboard on the right, and then whatever we can cut the shelves in between, there will be 1, 2, 3 again, and one LED strip to run along the bottom of everything, and then 2 smaller LED strips up there. So 2 switches, one for LEDs, one for downlights. Laundry is finished. So both the bedrooms, excluding the master, actually I think the master has 4 as well, but the 2 smaller bedrooms have 4 gang plates. Here there was one on the left hand side, so the door will open the other way. The door will swing here, and then 4 gang plate there. So one for the 2 down lights in here, second one for the fan, third one for the outdoor, which I haven't been able to mark because, as you mentioned, sir, we will put fibre cement here, and I'd like to have maybe 2 lights outside of each bedroom. Would be very nice. So switch 3 can do the outdoor, and then switch 4 can do the LED for the curtain again. Like we'll be curtain above here the same way, recessed inside, curtain track inside, LED strip. So that can be like the mood lighting controlled off of one switch, and you can have the down lights off. But otherwise there's just 2 down lights and a fan, all roughly marked. So switch 1, switch 2, switch 3, and switch 4 for a couple of outdoor lights. The other bedroom, sir, is exactly the same, so there's no point showing you that. I'll just show you where the switch is. So if you open the door this way to the right hand side, and the exact same setup, switch is here. Don't have to explain that again. The only difference in this bedroom is that there's 3 down lights, and one is like right above like the door when you walk in. So the door moves there to the right, and just 1 extra downlight in this bedroom because it's a bit bigger. Okay, so the common CR, sir, common one. Door again opens to the right, and then 1 switch to control every single light in here, LEDs and the main downlights. So door opens here, 1 switch. Like we discussed, sir, we'll have a 1.2 meter niche above the sink. So this is a mirror image of the master CR as well. They're pretty much identical. LED strip inside the niche on the top. That's it. And then the niche here for the shower as well is going to be a bit narrower, but the same height. All the niches in the house are the exact same height, but just the shower ones are a little bit narrower. They're not as wide. And then LED strip in the shower inside the niche as well, and 2 down lights on the floor. Oh, sorry, on the ceiling. So 1 switch to control everything in here. That's finished. And so the exact same thing in the master CR. Door opening to the right, 1 gang switch, the niche straight ahead with the LED, mirror above, floating vanity, sink on both offset to the right hand side. So both sinks will be in the very corner. 1.2 meter vanity to give lots of space here to put things. And then the shower niche again as well, which will have the LED inside, controlled from 1 switch, and 2 downlights in the ceiling. That's it. Okay, sir, and then master bedroom again. Door opening to the left this time. So from here, left, and then switch on the right hand side on this wall where the bedhead will be. And the same as the other bedrooms pretty much. So you have 4 gang plate, but this one's slightly different. So if you notice, I will have a 900 millimeter wide bulkhead along here. Is that still in widescreen?
Yeah.
So 900 mil and 900 mil bulkhead, again 300 mil deep, just to frame the wardrobe section and above the bed a little bit. So one switch will control these 3 down lights here. 1, 2 and 3. And then there's 2 more down lights over here above the built-in robe, and they're controlled off a separate switch. So 3x down lights, one switch. Second switch is the 2x down lights, and then the third switch is again the LED strip inside the curtain pelmet. And then of course switch 4 will be for the fan here in the center of the room. And also the switch 3 LEDs. If you notice, I have this long line going all the way around. So that LED and the curtain LED will be off the same switch, just to make the feature lighting all on one switch. And then, sir, again here, like in the lounge room, we have another single switch, just one gang switch here for the outdoor canopy, as you mentioned. So we'll put like another 2 lights or something here for the outdoor area, and that's finished.